What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Sunday. It is game day. So let's get ourselves excited for one last regular season matchup here, a divisional matchup with the Washington Commanders. And then we're heading off to the playoffs, man. This season just flew right by. This is truly insane. I really think that, this team obviously had its ups and downs, been very banged up, a lot of, issues here, but issues that can be fixed. And a lot of them have been. And a lot of things, we saw last week, like, look, didn't complete a pass in the second half, didn't put up points, that's obviously frustrating. But to be able to hold the Bills, for almost 4 quarters, 6 minutes left in the game is when they finally scored. So I think, we always hear from the media about how negative it is. And I think for me, it's really positive that this team is going to figure it out, get healthy right at the right time, get Lane Johnson back. And in this game, obviously going to be without a lot of key players because this game doesn't really matter. And yeah, we could get the 2 seed if the Lions beat the Bears here. But look, man, I think our health is way more important. So Dean, Epps, Phillips, Johnson, Dickerson, Goddard, and Carter all inactive. Now, Dickerson was the one we didn't know about. Cam Jurgens still active. I don't know that he'll be playing, but no Dickerson here, and I like that. I want him to be healthy. We've seen he has struggled. Same with Cam Jurgens. These injuries are lingering, and you can see it. So an extra week off could be the recipe we need for, success throughout the playoffs. So all about it. Now, the Commanders, they have their inactives out. Obviously, Daniels and Mariota not going to play. They will have Josh Johnson starting there. Their left tackle, Laramie Tunsil, will be out. You see the rest of the inactives there for these guys. Now, obviously, we won the division. First time since 21 years, a team has won the NFC East back-to-back. So, love that. But as I mentioned, right now, we could move up to 2. If the Bears lose, it's possible. And then, whoever we play, that all is going to matter however these games play out. So the Rams and Cardinals play. Rams probably get that win, but we'll see. I think if the Rams win, then the Niners move back to 6, and then we would probably play them if we're at 3. If we're at 2, then you play the Packers. So we'll see if it's the Packers, the Rams, or the Niners, but it's going to be one of those teams, and any of them can come get this, dude. You want the smoke? Come get it, dude. I really think that we're better than all of these teams here. I like the Seahawks where they're at. The Bears did beat us, but I think we could beat both of them. When we're healthy, we're not making our stupid mistakes. We're cleaning things up like we have been. I think that this team can beat anybody in the NFC, and I'm sticking by it. And today, it's going to be a test of the depth of this team. And I love that. We get to see these guys. And I think for me, we've got one of the more talented backup quarterbacks. And obviously a lot of people feel that way because we want to get into that. But I do love my team and I do love all the players. So I'm excited to see these backup guys, see what they can do. If we can beat the Commanders with our backups, it'd be truly hilarious. And then the Lions end up beating the Bears. You never know. Oh my. So I'm all about it. But in this game, we talked about it all this week. I think we'll take a look here at this depth chart. And as I mentioned, Landon Dickerson not going to play in this game, so you definitely won't have him. But I think you're probably going to see, Cam Williams or Matt Pryor at tackle. Fred Johnson is going to be the other one. And then, you've got Kendall, Toth there. Whoever wants to be center, I think Toth could probably be the center. Kendall and Pryor could play guards. There's some options here. I don't know that I want to play Cam Jurgens or anything. So hopefully that's the case, but we don't have, backups. So that's why some of these guys are still active. Just in case anyone were to get hurt, you are going to have to play your starters. Tight end, Calcaterra, Granson, but Cameron Latou, want to see more action for him, as a fullback, as a tight end. doing that work. Wide receivers, Jahan Dotson, number one, and then Cooper and Covey going to get some work here. But I think, overall Dotson should have a good game. I'll be excited to see that. And, Tank Bigsby at running back, I am very excited to see him get some carries with Will Shipley, A.J. Dillon there. But Tanner McKee, really excited to see what he can do. Obviously, he's going to be playing with some backups, but going up against a Commanders team, this is going to be their final game of the season. So this is their Super Bowl. We've got to go out, punch them right in the mouth. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we talked about getting to see the Vanilla Gorilla, Byron Young. A lot of young pieces we've been waiting to see. Uche, BG, Hunt, probably going to get some action just because we only have Graham and Uche there. But I think Trotter and Munden will definitely be getting some work. Campbell could be there getting some work as well, just because we're hoping Dean will be back for the playoffs. But corners, Ringo, Bennett, Mac McWilliams. I think safeties could be Carter and Brown, with Brandon Johnson as depth for both corner and safety positions. He was elevated yesterday. So we've got an elevation there. That's probably what you'll see in that department. And then special teams, we elevated Charlie Hewlett. We know Howie Roseman's little magic there. But, you've got Covey, you've got Shipley, you've got guys that I think will be playing today. So shouldn't be any change there. Would like to see a little bit of work in the special teams department. Somebody doing something big would be great. But I'm ready for this game. I know it doesn't matter, but it does with the record. So I want us to go out, and I always want to win, especially, against a Commanders team that is coming for blood. Let them, dude, because we're going to punch you right in the mouth. Welcome to our house. So you got any score predictions? A player you're looking forward to seeing? You've got whatever is on your mind. I'd love to hear from you. Got a couple minutes left here, then got to get rolling out here. But Lynn, appreciate you tuning in. We got a sicko starting us off here. But look, you guys, you know how I feel about this team. You know how I felt all season, and I feel that this is the kind of game where the depth. This is key. Injuries happen. So if something happens in the playoffs, these guys are getting key time here, pivotal, snaps here that could, benefit us in the future, whether that be in the playoffs next year or whatever. But I'm excited for this game. I know I've seen it in the comments. Game doesn't matter, like whatever, dude. And then some people, really bad. You should be playing all your starters. Again, I feel the rest, getting healthy, is the most important thing. So let's do that. Let's see what we got with depth. I think we can beat them. So let's go do that. I'm putting my money down on it. Hope you're with me. But the books aren't really beneficial there, though, to be honest with you. So 27-21 birds. I love it. I'm all about it. I think this could be a close game. I don't think they, just stomp us into the ground because it's our backups. I think McKee is talented. The line, obviously, is going to be a lot of backups, so it's going to be hard. We've seen with our starters when the line struggles what that does. So let's protect the quarterback. Let's get the run game going. Run Tank Bigsby. Need a little A.J. Dillon in there. Will Shipley, okay. But run the damn ball. You know what I mean? It's pretty clear. We got Nina in here. Let's go birds. Appreciate you sickos taking the time here. Wanted to hop on here, say hello to you sickos, and let you know I'm riding here, man, and I'm ready to see this team win. I'll be back for the post-game show, and we'll break down what's coming up for the playoffs. If we get any answers, anything like that, I will post the matchups, the time when that is announced later tonight. Once these things become more clear, once these games are over, we know all that stuff. Maybe during the post-game show, we'll have some answers. I'll maybe wait to make that show just when I do have. We'll see. I don't think it'll take too long to get those answers after those games. So we'll see. But let me know how you're feeling. Maybe you got a favorite player, a Tank Bigsby, a Tanner McKee, something you're looking forward to. But I just want to take this time to thank all of you that have reached out this week. Obviously, the passing of my Uncle Jimmy. That's a true diehard right there, ladies and gentlemen. You want to talk about why I'm such a crazy Eagles fan? My father, my grandfather, we talk about all the time, but my Uncle Jimmy, dude, oh, my Lord. That dude, some of the coolest stories, but he was seriously one of the coolest dudes ever. And, having him in my life was definitely a benefit. So I'm going to enjoy this game throughout these playoffs. I told you, we're dedicating this to my Uncle Jimmy. We're going to go get that back-to-back trophy. I got to watch that first one with him. He brought my dad's picture with, they were, dude, inseparable, best friends, man. And I'm glad they're back together. So hopefully they can watch over us, give us that good juju. And let's go get that trophy back. And this kind of game, this is what helps you do that. Get your depth right. Get ready for this run. We've got a month and a half left of football. Let's effing go. But I hope you're pumped up. I'm definitely ready to run through some walls here, backups or not. And I'll be back after this game. We'll talk about everything we saw, what we liked, what we didn't, what needs to be worked on for the playoffs. Maybe we got some matchup answers. I'll talk to you then. But I appreciate all of you taking the time, all of you that reached out this week. I love each and every one of you. And you know, if you need anything, new year, new me, you need somebody to talk to, you're struggling, you got things going on, do not hesitate to reach out. I am always here for you guys as you are for me. Love each and every one of you. I hope you have a great Sunday. Let's go whoop some Commanders' ass. Come on, baby. Need this W. But I'll talk to you guys after the game. Again, reach out if you need me. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now, sickos. Go Birds!